Hey, shalom gente, welcome to Bourbon Dojo. I am Blue, and I'm your brown water sensei for the next few minutes, and something a little different, right? So, love me the brown water and whatnot, but sometimes if, I want to have like a nice filet and a potato, I kind of want some red wine. I like my red wine with my steaks. I like a little red wine with, especially with, Italian food, pasta and whatnot. It just, that palate goes great with a red wine, a Cabernet Sauvignon, a Merlot red wine, something dark. I'm not too much into the white wines at all. I'm not into the Zinfandels or anything. And, I'm not a sommelier at all whatsoever, but every now and then I like to get me a little red. So this one is a Cabernet Sauvignon, and I'm just in my local Save Mart market, browsing what, they have to offer. And this is a 1924 Gnarly Head distillery, vineyard, whatnot, out of Lodi, California here. And it caught my eye, right? I'm looking for something around that $20 range or less. Again, not a real big connoisseur. I just want some red wine on my palate. And so I came across this 1924, and right on it, it says bourbon barrel aged. And I'm all like, hey, that's me. So this 1924 limited edition bourbon barrel aged, it's the double black. No idea what double black is, but figured that might make a good, a good YouTube thumbnail of sorts. Cab Sauvignon, 2021. It says just on the back, they have some stuff on the back here, and basically saying, hey, they're just paying homage to the Prohibition, era where wine and, the brown water was not acceptable, and it was, out of, you couldn't do it. It was outlawed. Here's what they got going. It says it's this Sauvignon is crafted with full-bodied Cabernet Sauvignon aged in bourbon barrels. So it's supposed to be layered with blackberry, fig, and warm spice, which is the cab. And then the bourbon barrels are going to add us some caramel, brown sugar, and toasted oak. So I've already had this, and what really amazed me, right? Because again, you can say you're barrel aged for anything you want. Does it really make a difference? Me? I don't know. I've never had their Cabernet Sauvignon. So I can't compare them both, next to each other. But here's what I do know. The first glass I had a few weeks back, it just tastes like a cab, right? It just tastes like a normal cab. It noses, like grapes. It noses like, if you want to call it a fig, it's a fig. It is, and it has this like a sweet, tart type of pungent smell, like, I don't know, most wines do, I don't know. But you could tell it's going to be, it's sweet. It's going to go great with my, my pasta that I was having. So here I go. Cheers. I took my sip. And that's a solid cab. 1924 is a solid cab. Just to go, finishing my story, eating my food, I finished my first glass. Is there, bourbon, barrel finish? Is it on my palate? I really couldn't, I'm just like, tastes like any other cab. So finished eating, poured myself a second glass, and I came in the Doge, and I went ahead and just was going to relax and watch some YouTube stuff, some bushcrafting stuff. And so I went back to it, and I hit my second glass. And wow, the honey. There is a caramel honey aftertaste and even during the taste, as those tannins are kind of working its way. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have to do a review on the Gnarly Head vineyards. I don't know, are they called distillery vineyards? I don't know. I'll post up their website because they have a few different offerings, right? Pretty good. So I'm gonna say, you know, cheers. A dojo must have, or at least a kitchen dojo must have, on the 1924 limited edition. So I don't know, does that mean that you're not going to be able to find it soon? Is limited edition one of those marketing things? I don't know. All I know, it's good juice, and son of a gun, if after that second glass, I was totally getting, even now that it's in my head and now I know what to expect, the first few sips, there's that honey. It's caramel honey. So it says toasted oak you're supposed to get. I don't really get toasted oak in anything, but I'm not used to drinking the vino. But I had to make some content. So my first non-brown water content is a red oil. Yeah, finished in the bourbon barrels. I like it. Dojo must have. Hey, mi gente, be good to yourselves. Go love on somebody. Shalom. Cheers. Now I'm gonna have to find me some red meat.